Hi, Warriors.
Hi.
It's Anastasia Curran.
And Mrs. Current.
And Ashley Curran.
Hi, Warriors. Welcome to another installment of Breathwork Pranayama with the Current Girls. For today's breathwork, we're going to be doing a 3-part breath while you're laying down in a constructive rest position. And then we're going to do a Savasana, a total relaxation. So you'll notice Anastasia has a yoga mat here and Ashley has a yoga mat here. You could use a yoga mat or you could spread a blanket on the floor or a beach towel. That's fine. And then you'll notice each girl has a rolled up blanket behind their knees. So one that gives you about this big around. So lifts your knees off the floor a little bit. Can you sit up for just a moment? And then they each have a thin folded blanket behind their head. So we don't want your head pitched way forward, just a thin one, nice thin blanket behind your head. These are our blankets from last year when we took a family trip to
St. Louis, and these are from the Cardinals game. Ashley picked a Minnie Mouse one, and I picked a Mickey one.
These are from St. Louis, from the Cardinals game. So go ahead and lay down. So thin folded blanket behind your head, rolled blanket behind your knees. And then I want you to notice too, so you can get set up beforehand or early on, each girl has a large stuffed animal nearby. And can you hand me your stuffy? Sure.
So this is Cheshire Cat from
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland, when she goes down the hole.
And Ashley has?
I have a black dog.
A black dog. And you'll notice about both of these stuffies, they're pretty big but also pretty floppy. So we want something that's going to be able to rest on your belly for the second part of what we're doing. So go ahead and set black dog down and set Cheshire Cat down.
But you don't want something that is hard and it makes noise.
Right. Nothing that makes noise.
Nothing like Spirit.
Right. Okay, so go ahead and lay down. So we're going to lay down with arms resting by your sides to start. Knuckles down, palms up. Why don't you pick your feet up for a second, scrunch your toes a little bit, and then let your legs relax. Let the eyes softly close. So eyes closed, eyes closed. And we'll take a few moments to just breathe, letting breath move both in and out through the nose, inhaling slowly and exhaling softly. We're going to start to notice our 3-part breath. So the 3-part breath is an awareness of breath moving in your belly, in your rib cage, and in your collarbones. So first we're going to take both hands and let them rest on your belly, right at or just below your belly button. You could do one hand on top of the other. You could have your middle fingertips touching. The only thing I recommend is that you don't link fingers together because that starts to pull your elbows apart after a while. So let palms rest. Yeah, don't do that. So let palms rest on your belly without linking your fingers. There you go. Perfect. Well, here, let them rest right on your belly. Perfect. And let your eyes softly close. As you inhale, let your eyes softly close. As you inhale, notice that the belly lifts up towards the ceiling, feeling like it's filling up with breath. And as you exhale, let your belly softly release back down toward your back. Keep breathing like that. Uncross your legs. So you'll notice I asked Ashley to uncross her legs. We don't want to cross the ankles because it sometimes cuts off circulation to the bottom ankle and it'll feel uncomfortable after a minute, okay? So hands on your belly, big breath in. And breathe out. Big breath in. And breathe out. And then take your hands and let your hands rest on your rib cage. So you might want to open elbows out to the side so your elbows will rest next to you. And then let your hands just rest down. Perfect. Let your eyes close. Take a big breath in, noticing that your ribs open in all directions, to the front and the sides and the back of your body. Big breath in for the ribs. And then out. Let your hands stay resting on your ribs. Big breath in. And out. Big breath in. And out. Then let one hand rest in the center of your rib cage. And with your other hand, take it and make a letter L. And as Anastasia pointed out earlier and Ashley pointed out earlier, that's a backwards L because that's my right hand. So if you want, you could leave your right hand on your center ribs and with your left hand make an L. Then you're going to turn the L toward you and let your thumb...
Then you're going to put your L on your collarbone.
On your collarbones. You're going to let your index finger rest on one and your thumb on the other, and then you could even release the other fingers.
Is your index finger your pointer?
It is. It is. So eyes closed. One hand on your ribs, one hand on your collarbones. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Big breath in. And out. Big breath in. Perfect. And out. Great job. Big breath in. And out. On an inhale, let the eyes softly open. So we're noticing breath moving in the belly, in the rib cage, and in the collarbones. We want that breath to keep going in all three of those parts. But now we're going to do Savasana, which is final relaxation or corpse pose. And we're going to use a stuffy to help us out. So grab your black dog, grab your Cheshire cat.
Don't forget, he's a he, not a she.
I won't forget. And we're going to let your animal rest right across your belly, like sitting right on top of your belly button. Perfect.
Like this?
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let arms rest by your sides, knuckles down, palms up. Perfect. That's it. Excellent. So flip them, sweetie. You'll notice I'm flipping Anastasia's hands. Knuckles down, palms up invites your chest to open more and your shoulder blades to drop down more. And then let your eyes softly close.
That's why you don't want your palm
Right.
touching the
Right.
yoga mat.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And then I'm going to talk you through a whole body relaxation. So I'll talk you through Savasana. I'll be using the word remind. So remind your legs to relax, kind of a thing. That doesn't mean you need to move them at all. You're going to let your whole body be still, almost like you're a lily pad just floating on top of a pond. But I'll talk you through each part and remind it to relax. So eyes softly closed. Let everything sink down into the floor. No need to move, no need to do anything at all. Simply remind the toes and feet to relax. Ankles, shins, and calves relax. Knees and thighs relax. Hips relax. Letting the breath drop all the way down in between the hip bones as you inhale. And softening that area more each time you exhale. Belly and low back relax. The entire circumference of the ribs relaxes. Chest and shoulders relax, letting those shoulder blades really melt down into the floor. Upper arms and elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers all relax. Neck and back of the head, scalp and forehead, eyebrows and eyes, cheekbones, nose, jaw, mouth, and tongue, all relax. Everything letting go as you inhale and exhale. Feel a sense of peace above you, peace below you, peace all around you, and peace inside you. slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently turn your head from side to side. If you have a stuffy on your belly, grab him or her and move them off to the side. Perfect. One at a time, keep your head down. Bend your knees, placing your feet flat on the floor or placing your feet on your rolled blanket. So bend your knees, yep, and put your feet flat down on the floor. Yep, like that. Perfect, perfect. Stretch and reach your arms overhead like you're just waking up from a long nap. Wiggle those fingers again. On an exhale, when you are ready, roll over this way so you're resting on your right side. Perfect. Let me get my leg out of your way. Keep your head down for a moment. Then using your arms against the floor, press yourself up towards seated. Find any comfortable seated position. I'm going to sit with these stuffies on my legs. So bring yourself up to sitting up.
So tired.
Perfect. Did it make you feel sleepy? Bring palms together in front of your heart. And then we close by saying,
Namaste.
Namaste, meaning the light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye, warriors.
Bye, warriors.